Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to thank the witnesses for being here today. This is a crucial hearing because many of my constituents and all New Jerseyans understand that Amtrak service is critical to our economy and to our livelihood. It plays a critical role in connecting communities and driving economic growth in the Northeast region and beyond. The outline of Connect NEC 2023 in place, my constituents are enthusiastic about the Hunter flyover that constructs a flyover south of Newark Penn Station to eliminate at-grade crossings, to reduce conflicts between trains, and to increase capacity for NJ Transit and Amtrak, enabling NJ Transit to improve the Raritan Valley line service. That is why I introduced the One Seat Ride Act to direct the Secretary of Transportation to conduct a cost-benefit analysis of one-seat ride trip versus a transfer trip option during peak hours on New Jersey Transit's Raritan Valley line. I'm eager to hear from our two witnesses and to gain insight into the challenges and the opportunities facing our passenger rail system. And I will remain ready, willing, and able to make sure that Amtrak is a reliable and efficient mode of transportation for all, and I am supportive of all of your funding requests. Mr. Gardner, it's good to see you again, both at the state level as well as now at the federal level. As you know, the Hunter flyover is extraordinarily important, and there's actually now space reserved for it. Can I again have your commitment in public that that space is reserved for that, the flyover to hit at pace so we can ensure that the one-seat ride is successful on the Raritan Valley line?
Yes, Congressman, and appreciate your leadership both at the state level in New Jersey and advocating for a strong Northeast corridor and now here in Congress. We are supportive of this program. New Jersey Transit is taking the lead and working hard to seek funding and advance the program, and we are preserving the right-of-way capability so that the flyover can be built. As you and I have discussed, it does create opportunity for one-seat ride for the Raritan Valley passengers, and it ensures that we deconflict the crossing on the Northeast Corridor so it doesn't interfere with other New Jersey Transit and Amtrak service at that junction. Thank you.
One of the other things that I've talked to you about is both Trenton and Metro Park. While neither are in my district, the fact that I believe right now there is no Acela service into Trenton, New Jersey's state capital, at all, as well as infrequent stops at Metro Park. Can you please talk to me about how we're going to have more opportunities into both Trenton as well as Metro Park for not only access to our state's capital, but also the innovation centers and communities around Metro Park as well?
Yes, Congressman, and you're right that we have reduced some service at Metro Park and Trenton, in part primarily because there has been a reduction in ridership on those stations, post-pandemic, and we're working to rebuild ridership there. We do know we need to add more service there, as you know, we are a little bit down in our Acela capacity with our current train sets, which are quite old, and we're keeping them in service. As we receive our new train sets and are able to expand the fleet of Acela, we'll be able to ramp up service across the corridor and include more service there. We know it's important to Metro Park and Trenton both, and we'll be looking, and I will follow up with you on our schedule for being able to potentially reintroduce service there for Acela. And we continue to have lots of regional service at both stops.
It just seems to me that if people know that there was predictable and efficient service at both those stops more frequently, obviously more people would come and utilize those services, still looking as opposed to looking to alternate routes and things that add time and inconvenience to commuters and families and businesses alike. One of the other issues that many people who are commuting north and south, it seems to me for the last 15, 20 years, the cell service always goes out in certain parts of the line. Can you talk to me about how that should seem an easy thing to fix over the course of a line and over the course of over a decade and a half of service there? Can you walk me through why that's not happening?
Sure. Thanks, Congressman. So The cellular service along the route is really the responsibility of the various cell carriers. We have been working with the various carriers to give them the data so that they can see the demand needs across the route. And we have been, we're in active conversations with them. We have had some carriers improve or increase capacity along the route in certain dead spots. And you're right, there are still some remainders out there. We are also partnering to increase capacity in the tunnels from another carrier. But this is an area where we could use support. It's in some countries, it's a requirement that the cellular carriers provide adequate coverage for rail routes. We don't have that here, and we'd like to see.
If I may also, if I may for one quick second, Mr. Chairman, with your support, I also want to emphasize my strong support for the Gateway program. It's the most efficient, effective for New Jersey and New York. It's a time-sensitive and important project. Anything that I can do to ensure that that project is completed on time and with full funding, I'm an ally. Thank you.